Hello students, today we will study about water of crystallization. There are some salts which contain a few water molecules as an essential part of their crystal structure. These water molecules which form a part of the structure of a crystal or of a salt are called water of crystallization. The salts which contain water of crystallization are called hydrated salts. One thing to note here is that the water of crystallization is a part of crystal structure of a salt. Since water of crystallization is not free water, it does not wet the salt. Therefore, the salts containing water of crystallization appear to be perfectly dry. Then what is the use of water of crystallization? See children, the water of crystallization gives the crystals of the salts their shape, and in some cases it can also impart color in them. Every hydrated salt has a fixed number of molecules of water of crystallization in its one formula unit. For example, copper sulfate crystals, which are blue in color, contain 5 molecules of water of crystallization in one formula unit. Hence, their formula would be CuSO4.5H2O. It is called copper sulfate pentahydrate. Penta here denotes 5 molecules of water. Let us take one more example. Sodium carbonate crystals, which we have studied. These crystals are also known as washing soda crystals. These are white in color and these contain 10 molecules of water of crystallization, and so their formula is written as Na2CO3.10H2O. This is called sodium carbonate decahydrate. Here deca denotes 10 molecules of water of crystallization. Let us see what happens when hydrated salts are heated strongly. Children, when these salts are heated strongly, they lose their water of crystallization, and by losing water of crystallization, the hydrated salts lose their regular shape and color and become colorless, powdery substances. The salts which have lost their water of crystallization are called anhydrous salts. Therefore, the anhydrous salts have no water of crystallization. Now, what will happen if we add some water to an anhydrous salt? Children, it will become hydrated once again, and it will regain its color. This will become more clear from the following example. The copper sulfate crystals, which are CuSO4.5H2O, are blue in color. When these crystals are heated strongly, they lose all the water of crystallization and form anhydrous copper sulfate, which is white in color. Now, if we add water to this anhydrous copper sulfate, it gets hydrated and turns blue due to the formation of hydrated copper sulfate again. Now children, this example forms a very important question which is asked many times in the examination. The question can be asked in two ways. The first way is, why does the color of copper sulfate crystal change from blue to white on heating? The other way to ask this question is, what will happen if copper sulfate crystals are heated strongly? So, I hope now you can answer these questions easily. In the next video lesson, we will study about the use of one other salt which possesses water of crystallization. This salt is gypsum and its chemical formula is CaSO4.2H2O.